What's going on, guys? It's been a while. It's been too long. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, Probably seeing the title of this video, clicked on it, thinking, "Alright, what's going on?" Like, yeah, you have been gone for a while, and what's happened? And I guess I'm just gonna use this video to kind of express where I'm at mentally with YouTube, with the football club, with football. Um, yeah, I got nothing written down. It's just anything that comes to my head. So if I do go on a tangent, you probably know why. But yeah, man. Where have I been? I've been here. I've been right here. You know, I haven't posted what since Tottenham. I think 2-2, and quite frankly, like I'm sick of Manchester United, and I'm sick of making content on Manchester United, and it's kind of been draining, to be honest. Haven't really enjoyed making YouTube videos for a while, to be honest. Um, we can get into that in terms of the reasons, but yeah, I think a lot of it stems from, I started this channel 5 years ago, right? And 5 years ago was 2020. That there was COVID. There was a lot going on at the time, and personally, like I was going through a lot in my life. I was in a relationship. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with my life. I was rock bottom basically, and I started the channel. If you guys are day ones, you remember like my hair was long, and it was crazy. And but I started the channel because I wanted to voice an opinion on a club at the time. That I still support obviously, and I had that feeling for the club, and so I started a channel, right? I just thought, you know what, let me put my thoughts out there and let me see da 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 da. And it took a while. It took like a few months for it to kind of gain traction. And then obviously I started doing like the match reactions, which is what you guys know me for, is what the channel basically is. And then the channel took off from there really, and it was just kind of doing that. But for a while, like I've been bored of reacting to Manchester United videos, Manchester United games. It's been boring to me. Um, it's kind of felt like pressure because I can't enjoy a Manchester United game anymore because I have to set up and record and edit and da 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 and da da da, and I just can't like actually just switch off and just watch the game and go on about my day, whether we win, lose, or draw. So I've been thinking like this for a while, like I just can't be bothered, and I've been very inconsistent with my uploads. I'll be honest, like I know that I've been inconsistent for 2-3 years, and I've got to the point like this is not my club anymore. I see a lot of content creators feel the same. I see a lot of fans feel the same. Now, this ain't my job. Like this is something I do on the side, so I don't have the time to really dedicate to constantly put out videos, right? Whereas you see like, I mean, I've got him in the background. Culture Cams is probably, it's his job. Same with Leah, same with Stephen Howson, same with Goldbridge, same with Rant, same with whoever you watch. Like, it's basically their job at this point. So they got all the time to, they have to basically do it as well. Whereas with me, this was always like something on the side. Yeah, you make it, money from YouTube, but I never did this for the money. Trust me, I probably spent more money than I've made from YouTube. So I wouldn't say it's not that. And that is frustrating because it's like I would love to do this full time, but the money side of things just never made sense. So it's like you have to be you have to be employed. Obviously people just see the YouTube stuff and just think, oh bloody hell, you got 80,000 subscribers, you got 50,000 followers on Instagram, blah blah blah, um, and they think, you must be raking in money. And I don't know about anyone else, like, but the money is not as good as what people think, and it shouldn't be a motivator, but it is, because if there was no money in it, I don't think content creators would make it. Like, yeah, you could be passionate about something, but there's only so far you can take it without being incentivized. But I don't want to keep this about money. I don't. It's not about that. It's about, I guess, my passion has kind of just died um, throughout the years, and it's not a coincidence that it's kind of been at the same time that Man United has just gone into the toilet, and we can discuss it. I just watched Culture Cam's video, and it's funny because when I first started this video, when I first started this channel, I reacted to an early video on. It was I forgot their name now. I forgot it now. It's not FCM. It was Stoppage Time TV, I think. Is it Stoppage Time TV? Something like, yeah, Stoppage Time. Basically, that was their podcast. Still the same three, Fuad, Maze, and Cams. And that was like my first video, like, that kind of did well. And I think I remember Cams responding to it, like, oh look, people are reacting to us now, blah blah blah. And that was 4 or 5 years ago, and it was an episode on when Margs went on the show from Filthy Fellas, and he was talking about, he was backing Ollie, he was pro Ollie, and at the time Cams was not. He's not a good coach, just the normal stuff, right? And then like 4 or 5 years later, I watch a video and he's basically apologizing to Ollie because our club and its soul has been ripped apart. And I think I have my own personal issues in terms of uploading content and just doing all this stuff. But I think one of the big reasons for me as to why I'm not infused to make videos no more is because I'm not infused to watch Manchester United anymore. That club to me is not my club anymore. I support them because you just support them, but I don't identify with this club no more. This club to me, in my opinion, died in 2021 when we sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That was the day that this club was finished. And in that interview with Ollie where he cried, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I shed a tear, and I don't cry easily. I don't. And I shed a tear. Because to me, that felt like, oh, my club's finished. Like, this chapter, for me, is closed. And since then, it's been very hard to keep up with videos, keep up with United without internally struggling with this. So I've been uploading videos, but I'm not as passionate about it. I'm not as consistent on it. You guys can probably see that. This video probably won't get views because I haven't uploaded it so much and the algorithms changed and all this stuff. And it's like, it's gone against that, but I don't actually care about views and stuff anymore. I wanted to make a video so I could just air out my feelings. So since then, obviously Cams is apologizing. That's what the thing in the background is, obviously. And it just made me laugh because it was like, damn, like, even people who were Ollie out or not necessarily anti-Manchester United DNA, but they didn't necessarily see all the good things that Ollie was doing. Now they're coming around and saying, damn, like, we actually had it good. If we knew it was going to get this bad, we would have never went hard on Ollie. And I know a lot of the content creators, the ones that went hard on Ollie, I think deep down they know that we was on a good path. And whether we was going to win the title or not, I mean, no one has a God-given right to win the Premier League. But we looked like we was on a path to win the league and Champions League, but certainly be a good team that you can enjoy week in, week out. Now, Man United, we drew against Wolves. I wasn't surprised. The manager's anti-Manchester United to me. Ineos is anti-Manchester United to me. They've ripped the soul out of this club. This three at the back nonsense doesn't work. He's not an attacking manager. I watched the Newcastle game. The second half, he parked the bus and we were lucky. And that sets up the next game in a negative way. And you started negative because you were negative in the last match. Yeah, you won it, but you won it in a way that you didn't need to win it. You know, it was good in the first half. It's like, if we just let ourselves be who we really are with the academy, with the foundations, with the attacking football, with the traditions of Manchester United, we will prosper. But it seems to me that Ineos, Jason Wilcox, Barada, Amorim, they are the antithesis of what Manchester United is. And it's just apparent in everything they do. There's a reason why Gary Neville's, Paul Scholes, Nicky Butts, like, there's a reason why they sound like, fuck this. Because it is. It's not the club that they played. It's not that no more. It's a shell of what it is. It's going against everything that we stood for and what that club represents. There's people that have died for this club. Died. It's people who have been injured, who've been mentally scarred, and 10 years later won the Champions League with the same principles in 68. That's what we're going against. The fact that we barely have any academy players in the team is a problem. It's just a problem. It doesn't seem like the current regime at the moment is for Manchester United. It seems to me like they're holding Manchester United back. It seems to me they are ashamed of what Manchester United is. And that's just bonkers to me. And I think the Wolves game is just a culmination of so many bad decisions over the years. So many decisions with the wrong intention, with the thinking that, oh, because let's get rid of everyone at the club because clearly they were useless, when in reality they was probably not. Okay, you made redundancies. Okay, the business was not in a good position. Okay, I understand that. You was trimming off the fat. But you've brought in people and they have been shocking. Under Ineos, we have finished 8th. We kept Ten Hag when we should have sacked him. They gave him a contract just to sack him. Sacked Dan Ashworth. Brought in Amorim. He finished 15th. Who cares where we finish this season? Whether it's 6th or 7th or 5th. Not good enough. Tell me, is there anything that you can be proud of when you watch this football club? As a Manchester United fan, I don't care how old you are. Yeah, even the days that post-Fergie, right? They were way better than this. They were way better than this. And it wasn't good enough then. So why is it good enough now? This is where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, I don't like watching Manchester United football anymore. I don't like watching the team. I don't like the players. I don't like the manager. I don't like anyone. I'll be honest. I don't care. Like, they don't represent me. They don't represent why I support this club. Otherwise, if it wasn't about how this club makes you feel and the experience you have with it and how you identify with it, then you would just support any other team. And that's what it's become. It's become very robotic. I don't care about results no more. Like, I care because I'm a fan and I've watched football all my life, but I'm so numb to it because we're so bad now, and we're bad because of, in my opinion, we're doing things the wrong way. We're not doing things the right way and we're bad. We're doing things the wrong way. And that's the sad thing. That's the sad thing. And the club's only getting worse. The standards are only getting worse. And this is where we are. So when you see content creators like Cams or Stephen Howson or whoever you watch, and they're doing it, cool. You got to make your money. You got to do what you got to do. But they're hurting inside. 100%. 100%. This is not the club that they support. Trust me. Because they're all saying the same message without really saying the same message. You know what I'm saying? For reference, go watch Cam's video. I will put the link in the description as well. Go watch that video. And it explains everything that's wrong with Manchester United Football Club. And he did it one take. He freestyled it. But it was perfect. It's the right message. And yeah, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. And going forward, it's difficult. I can't sit here and say that I'm going to post more videos. I like to. I feel guilty that I don't. But I don't have passion to watch Manchester United for 90 minutes and then edit videos after and upload it. And I know it sounds so small and so dumb. But from my perspective, this is not worth my time. I've got other stuff to do. Like, I'd rather do other things than watch Manchester United football. I see the results. I see the highlights. I see what people see. I see the games here and there. It doesn't motivate me to make videos. It just don't. And it's like I'm beating a dead horse, to be honest. It's like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? You know, because I don't benefit that much from it. All right, you make a few quid. Who cares? Like, I can live without that. I don't benefit from it. I don't care. Like, I miss it and I don't miss it. And I think, like I said, I think when I started the channel 5 years ago, it served a different purpose. I wanted to get an opinion out. I wanted to kind of create something. I wanted to prove something to myself. And I've done that. And now, because my channel was centered around United and I don't want to watch them no more, and it's a reaction video, it kind of just feels like, what's like, I'm going against this. There's nothing that I don't want to do the video that my channel is known for because I don't want to watch the team anymore. And I did say I was going to go on a tangent, so it is what it is. And yeah, man, it's mad. It's mad, really, because it's been 5 years, and sometimes I watch my old videos, and it's like I had so much passion, I cared so much, and it's not like I'm young. Like, it's not like it was like 15 years ago, 10 years ago. It was literally like, you know, 4 years ago. It's not that long, to be honest, but I just cared. I had so much passion. I wanted to watch my team. I liked when we played. Yeah, okay, we lost some games. I get it. You know what I mean? And that's part of football, right? But now, like, even if we win a game, I don't enjoy it. And it's just like, okay, we won a game, but we're probably going to lose the next one or draw the next one. And that's exactly how I felt after Newcastle and we drew against Wolves. Just is what it is. Like, and that's where I'm at. And whether I will still carry on making videos, I don't know. We'll see, to be honest. Even this video, to be honest, like, this was hard to do for me. It's been a while since I've put on a camera and spoken in front of a camera. And it kind of does feel like everything I've built for the last 4 or 5 years, I'm just kind of like letting it go. But at what point do you just be like, I just had enough? Like, what, am I just going to keep on suffering the way Amarin wants to suffer? Like, nah, bro. Like, this is not why I got into this. This is not why I wanted to do this. You know what I mean? I don't even enjoy this. So what's the point? Because I built something. So, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I've met a lot of people through this. Spoke to a lot of people. Obviously United fans and stuff. I've got like a group chat and stuff, and big up to them as well. They know who they are if they're watching this. But yeah, man, I think all of us feel like disillusioned. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's not because we're growing up and this and that. Like, it ain't that. Like, it's just a case of I just don't like my football club. And to be honest, I just don't like where football is in general. I just think it's gone downhill. The quality's gone downhill. There's just other things to do. There's other things to watch. and it's just not as important the way it used to be, then that doesn't say, like, I'm still passionate about football, like, a lot. Like, I'm just not passionate about watching football. And that sounds crazy, but it's not. Like, I'm not passionate about the product that is football, and especially Manchester United, because they are dead food. Like, bruv, who the hell wants to watch them? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's mad. It is mad. This is coming up to 20 minutes, or over 20 minutes. Um, yeah, I don't know. Kind of feel like a therapy session, to be honest. Um, it's weird. Like, there's two sides of, like, I want to carry this on, and then there's a part of me that's like, but you don't enjoy this, so now I'm stuck. It's like, what do I do, kind of thing. And I got to figure out that for myself, to be honest. Um, but yeah, obviously it's a new year. Happy New Year. Hopefully this year is good for United. Hopefully this year is good for you, good for me, good for everyone. Um, and we will see what this year brings. Peace.